Okay, everybody. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is your old buddy Wade Squatch. Man, this is part 3. We are down here about 2 hours away from my house at a gun range. I didn't go to the gun range. I'm walking back here in the woods checking things out. But we're finding so much cool evidence at this area. I believe the Squatches walk here at night and doing what they do. This one, look at this. Goes up, goes down, snap, crackle, pop. Goes way down there. They're staying busy back in here. This is part 3. I already made part 1 and part 2 and found a lot of cool stuff. Look how that squash tree is laid along there. Looks like they went around here proving their strength or something. So I know you hear gunshots, but that's at the gun range. Look at this. Okay, goes up, snap, crackle, pop, got broken off right there. There's the branch right there. There's the rest of the tree. That's amazing. So, oh, I just found something. Look at that. There's a squash tree right there. But man, I seen something. We gotta try to figure this out. This ought to be good. This ought to be good for my channel. Y'all ready? Are y'all ready for this? Okay. There's a squash tree right there. Goes up, snap, crackle, pop, goes down. But watch this. Ready? Watch this. Going up. Going up. That's a piece of a tire. What is a piece of tire doing up in a tree? That's a tire. What in the heck? That's a piece of tire, y'all, up in a tree. About 20 feet up, 20 feet up, 22 feet up. Oh my God, I can't even talk. A piece of tire. Look at that tire up there. Let's get in a different position. That is a twisted tire up there. A piece of tire. What the heck? You don't see that every day. That's way up there. And I got it on video. All right. We're going to get ready to continue on. Goes up, goes down, snap, crackle, pop. What an area. I knew when I come down here with my son it was going to be amazing. There's another squash tree back in there. Look at that. Bent. I told y'all. One more look at that piece of tire up there. Wait till I tell my son I found a tire up in a tree. Absolutely amazing. You know how I'm always telling y'all they lay branches up in the forks? Look at that. Laid up there in the fork, like in my yard. Down there you got a little branch of a holly branch right there with the little red berries. All right, we're coming out to the trail. Look down there. That goes way down there. I've been there before. It doesn't really get much different than back where we just came from. This area right here where I just came from is so squatchy. What did I find, y'all? What's 5 to 6 to 7 squash trees? Then we're gonna go over here. This looks like it was homemade by the big people. Absolutely amazing. Look at this. I think this was brought here. I do not see where that tree was broken from, but look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, it's either that or this is the top part. And here's the bottom part. So it was broken down in here. Right there, there's the bottom. There I am, see my shadow? So it goes like this. Then you got that big old tree up there locked in. So I'll tell you what, we're gonna walk down here, keep on videotaping, see if there's anything down here. I cannot wait to tell my son I found a tire hanging in the tree. How awesome is that? You don't find a tire every day hanging in a tree. Even if I don't see much out here in the open, walking around here, it's windy, nice. There's a big trail goes down there, but I'm not going down in there. I'm about to ready to go talk to my son. I'm excited. I want to tell him about that tire I found. So, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to pan around, zoom in and pan around. Y'all see anything looking, let me know. I am down here, it's windy. Probably about 59 degrees. All right, y'all see anything? Whoop! No echo. And I don't think the squatches are going to be making any sounds while there's people down here with guns. They ain't stupid. What's that? Like a shadow. All right, we're gonna go ahead and head on back. Let's go over there and look at this over here first. It's very dry down here, so I'm not gonna be able to find any footprints fresh. You can see it's hard as a rock. Then you got a big old tree right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're gonna head down and get my coffee and keep on going. Oh, why not that? Why not? That's pretty interesting. That's really interesting. Whoop! This is really interesting. It's an old tree from before. Look at that. Look at that. Amazing. Looks like it was broken. I don't see any big tree around here nowhere. It was probably taken, made into part of a stick structure, squash stick structure. So just came from down in there. Like I said, I just found probably about 7 squash trees. So I'm gonna go ahead and call this one. We're gonna go to the next episode. I'll talk to y'all in a minute. Keep on squatching, keep on rocking in the free world. We're gonna head to part 4. I'll talk to y'all in the next one. We are out.